So as I'd mentioned before briefly, the cloud computing model is drastically different from the client-server and mainframe models of old. Because it's multi-tenant, everybody's always on the latest and greatest service. You get the automatic upgrades. But really, more importantly, it's a pay-as-you-go. It's not a capital expenditure. It's a service. So, and it's elastic. So you get to, as your organization grows, you can expand your use of the service. And if your organization is going through some tougher times, you can shrink your use of the service. And of course, everything is in real time. So I'd like to take a couple minutes to talk a little bit about the Salesforce Foundation. When Mark Benioff founded the company, our CEO and chairman, back in 1999, he decided that he wanted to integrate philanthropy into the business model from the start. And in June of 2000, he launched the Salesforce.com Foundation and committed to what he termed the 1-1 model for corporate responsibility in giving back to the community. Essentially, he committed to giving 1% of the Salesforce equity, which turned into a mini endowment when the company went public, to the Salesforce Foundation, and from which we had managed a number of grants on an annual basis. He committed to 1% of the employees of Salesforce.com's time and giving back to the community, which amounts to 6 paid days a year. And what I think is most important, he committed to 1% of the products to being donated back to the social change community. And that's what we do with our product donation. And we've got 11,000 nonprofit and educational organizations around the globe that have received a donation of 10 licenses from the Salesforce Foundation. Beyond the 10 license donation program, that for any traditional institution of higher learning or K-12 education organization, as well as any 501c3 nonprofit, we donate those first 10 licenses. We also have a special reselling agreement with Salesforce where we do provide any of the additional license-based services of Salesforce to those same communities at what is generally between a 70 and 80% discount off of the standard commercial rates. All the proceeds from those sales go back into the foundation that allow us to donate more back to the nonprofit community, build more programs, build more special products, do more support of organizations like Enrollment RX and other partners that are building great applications serving these communities. So in essence, if you are purchasing additional licenses from the Salesforce Foundation, you're not only investing in your own organizational success, but you're actually investing in the overall success of the communities that we serve through the foundation. More specifically on the education front, we at present have over 1,700 education customers. Most of those are colleges and universities and career colleges. We also have many K-12 schools, educational services, and educational reform organizations that are leveraging the Salesforce's CRM solution, our platform, as well as many of the partner solutions like Enrollment RX to improve their own operations.
And Tucker, if I may just jump in.
And Lawrence talked. Sorry, go ahead, Lawrence.
Sorry, Tucker. I just wanted to jump in there quickly and say that, that slide that you were showing before and our experience in the higher education space really does speak very well to the notion of democratization. The fact that the products really can be, and the platform can be applied to large schools and small schools alike. In the past, this was definitely not something that you saw in the software space. Traditional software was either very expensive and could only be afforded by the large institutions, and smaller schools were basically out of luck. Nowadays, that's really changed. Cloud computing has changed that. Again, the term is called democratization, a democratic software that big schools, small schools, for-profit, non-profit, anything in between really can benefit from the platform. We have clients that have literally under 5 users and then all the way up into the hundreds of users. And so I just wanted to add that.
Thank you very much. That is a great point. I mean, from some of the largest universities in the country to small elementary and K-12 schools, we've now got over 100 schools using Salesforce within the New York City Department of Education. And you know, this is just the beginning. So we're really excited about the future prospects of what we can do in the education community. And as Lawrence, as you had mentioned earlier, it's not just about the students. It's all of the relationships throughout the student and alumni life cycle. So from the prospective students, their parents, through the enrollment, supporting the faculty and staff, retaining those students. We have many universities that are using Salesforce for retention, and then of course postgraduate alumni development, fundraising efforts, as well as corporate relations. It's that whole sphere that really is the realm of constituent relationship management within the institution that we're striving to better support, and that Enrollment RX is doing a great job not only with their enrollment solution, but some of the other solutions that they've already built out and are continuously building out. So I already spoke a little bit to this, but from the recruiting, student service, and support, we're starting to see more in the curriculum and delivery area. A lot of work in the career services, and of course in the advancement alumni relations. So to summarize, before I turn it back over to Lawrence, as he mentioned, we're striving to help facilitate a true democratization of the latest, greatest technology available, but not only that's available today, that will be the latest and greatest technology tomorrow and next year and the year after because of the cloud computing model. One that is low cost, low risk, infinitely scalable, and because there is no infrastructure, it can deliver incredibly fast results. With that, I'd like to say thank you, and Lawrence, turn it back over to you. Let me give you presenter controls here.